You have to invest in it and take your time. There's not any quick fix to a yard. It's a big investment. I mean, I equate it to building a home only in the ground. You're digging a hole, you're putting the same thing in: rebar, plumbing, concrete, electrical, gas. I mean, like, design it first. So this way you're not hurrying up and buy, hurry and buy, and then change order later. You didn't save any money at all and you're pissed off and you hate your contractor. Guess what? I have referrals because people don't hate me, because I'm like, invest a little up front. Let's get this designed perfectly. We're going to do 3D renderings until you are so freaking happy with this that we're like, let's get this baby priced. If it's a little more than we want to spend, we'll taper it down. We'll get it where it needs to be. Then we're going to get some plans ready and build it. That's how I do
it. This episode is brought to you by 10X Nerds. If you're a business owner doing real revenue, there's a good chance you're overpaying in areas you haven't even looked at. Things like credit card processing, insurance, telecom, and more. 10X Nerds comes in, audits your expenses across 30 plus categories, and finds immediate savings. And here's the kicker: they only get paid if they save you money. It's a complete no-brainer. If you want to keep more of what you make, go check them out at 10xnerds.com. This episode is brought to you by Rakowski Law Firm. If you're a business owner or have built a level of wealth, but you don't have your estate plan dialed in, you're exposed. Rakowski Law Firm helps families and business owners protect their assets, avoid probate, and make sure everything transfers exactly how it should. This isn't just paperwork. It's a real strategy to protect your legacy. If you haven't looked at your plan in a while or don't have one, go to rakowskilawfirm.com. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Builder's Bible. I'm joined by Sabrina Layne, who is the founder and owner of Sabrina Lane Pools. And we have never had somebody that does pools on the show. So I have literally a million questions, and I'm excited to dive into it with her here today. Sabrina, tell us about your business. How'd you get started?
Well, hello there. I started as a landscape architecture student coming fresh out of graduating from landscape architecture school, and I got a job with a small family-owned business that did mostly landscapes, a little bit of pools, and I really, like you said, dove in, and the owner wasn't super into doing the pools, but I loved it. I always wanted to get into city planning when I was in school, so going the residential route, I liked the idea of planning the whole yard. So if people wanted a pool and landscape, or just a landscape, or anything outside. So that's what my company does, whether it's a pool and landscape or just a landscape, anything they want, I can design and or build it.
Okay, well, tell us, is there a typical type of pool people do? Is it just a standard pool in the backyard? Are you doing some pretty intricate, like custom fancy waterfalls and jacuzzis? I have no idea what goes into all this stuff.
There's such a range, and out here in Vegas now, they actually put a size limitation on how big we can build pools. So they made it down to a 600 square foot size, which still is a decent size for residential. I mean, you can do a lot with 600 square feet, but yes, I mean, there's everything from, in full infinity edge pools with water features and light up laminaires, the water that comes in, the laminaires. I don't even know how to explain it, but it goes in like an arc over the pool. I've done those with the lights in them. Just really cool, fun water features. And then the more simple, grandma and grandpa want something for the kids to be able to come. It's Vegas. Everybody wants a pool and needs a pool. It's hot out here. You want to be able to go in your own backyard and have privacy and just have something to cool off in.
This episode is brought to you by my friend Silas Lagoy over at ForgeMark Wealth. If you're a high-income business owner or professional and feel like you're getting crushed by taxes, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. Forgemark Wealth specializes in advanced legal tax strategies and wealth planning designed to help you keep more of what you make, grow it efficiently, and actually build long-term freedom, not just income. If you're making serious money but don't have a real strategy behind it yet, I highly recommend connecting with Silas and his team. What's up, everybody? This episode is sponsored by ExitWise. If you're a business owner thinking about selling your company, whether that's now or years down the road, you need to know what your business is actually worth and how to maximize that exit. That's exactly what ExitWise does. They help you prepare, position, and ultimately sell your business by assembling a world-class team of M&A experts around you, guiding you from valuation all the way through closing. If you want to know what your business is really worth and how to increase that number before you sell, go check out exitwise.com and get ahead of it. How are people finding you out of curiosity? Are you running ads? Is it referrals? What's the way most of your clients find you?
Most of my clientele are from the years I worked for a company for many years, so I have lots of clients that are referral based. That's most of my clientele. I also do a lot of design only work outside of Nevada, a lot of work in Fort Mojave, Arizona, for instance, where I can do really big, crazy stuff because that's literally the wild, wild west. I mean, they have no rules. I have people, I mean, I did some really cool pools. This one house, it's almost like a fortress, and I did the pool inside. It's so cool. I do designs out there. I I don't know. I just anywhere they need it, I can design it. I can build it out here. So I'm sorry, I kind of lost a little bit of track of where we were at.
No, this is great. It's really
I get
interesting.
a little excited when we're talking about pools and landscape.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay. I didn't. Why would a state put a restriction on how big the size of the pool can be? Just like, what's the
Oh,
reason for
because
that?
of the water shortage out here. My sisters were out visiting. We went out and saw Hoover Dam. They had never been there. The water levels are so low. Lake Mead, it's so low. We're just in a water shortage. There's a big SNWA out here. The water authority is giving people rebates to take out their non-functional grass, that's getting sprinkler water, in their yards, which there's a lot of controversy with that because I mean, I could talk about that all day long. They call turf conversions. Where are you at?
We're in Denver, Colorado. We're about to have a water shortage because we've had no snow.
Yeah, well, so do you have a lot of grass yards out there, natural grass?
We do, but I know that at least in southern Denver, there's an area called like Castle Rock, Castle Pines. I'm almost positive most of that county, they don't allow you to, if you build a new construction, it has to be turf.
See, and here's the problem. And I do turf too, but turf does get hot. So, I mean, people are not thinking, and these people are like, oh, rip out the grass, throw in turf. Then it's like, you're going to get the heat island effect. So, I mean, you've got to do things thoughtfully. You can't just throw in turf. You've got to, if you're going to take out grass, put in something that's a ground cover. I mean, so this is where we get into what I do. If I go see a client, the companies, they might have people that are just throwing in a rectangle pool or a template or whatever. I'm thinking about the whole space, how they're using it, how to best design the yard as far as water use, long term. If you want some turf, cool, but I'm not going to put it right up to a tree trunk. Like
Yeah.
these people are, there's so much going on out here in Nevada. They're ripping out grass, and then there's areas where they're having trees die because the grass underneath was keeping them alive with the water. So, I mean, there's big, huge lawsuits against these government entities that are giving rebates. I mean, it's nutso. So you have to, it's like people just want the quick fix. They want, give me a design, give me a pool free, blah, blah, blah. No, this is where you have the problems. What do you need to do? Design first. This is what I do differently. I'm not coming to your house and giving you a free 3D rendering and pricing it out and trying to be cheaper than every other dude in town. Nope. I'm going to come out. I'm going to talk to you first on the phone, see what you like, see if we're even compatible, if you're into it at all. If you're design focused and you're okay with spending a little money on design first, because there are a lot of companies out there that will come out and that will give you what they call a free estimate, which does include a whole free 3D rendering, which I've got a YouTube with hundreds, I've got, thousands of subscribers and a lot of beautiful designs that are built that are all on there. I'm not doing that for free. I will not do that. I mean, if you want to know I can build a pool, I can build a pool, I can design a pool. Like, you have to invest in it and take your time. There's not any quick fix to a yard. It's a big investment. I mean, I equate it to building a home only in the ground. You're digging a hole, you're putting the same thing in: rebar, plumbing, concrete, electrical, gas. I mean, like, design it first. So this way you're not hurrying up and buy, hurry and buy, and then change order, change order, change order later. You didn't save any money at all and you're pissed off and you hate your contractor. Guess what? I have referrals because people don't hate me, because I'm like, invest a little up front. Let's get this designed perfectly. We're going to do 3D renderings until you are so freaking happy with this that we're like, let's get this baby priced. If it's a little more than we want to spend, we'll taper it down. We'll get it where it needs to be. Then we're going to get some plans ready and build it. That's how I do it. So it's a little different.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Collar Business Advisors. If you're running an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, or landscaping, or any other type of home service business and wondering where all the money is going despite growing your revenue, you need to talk to Paul Maskill. Paul has scaled and sold multiple blue-collar businesses and now helps business owners improve cash flow, profitability, and financial clarity through outsourced CFO services. His clients gain a better understanding of their numbers, build predictable profits, and create a business that supports the life they actually want. One of the things I appreciate most about Paul is he's not just a finance guy. He's been in the trenches as an owner. He understands the challenges of running blue-collar businesses because he's done it himself. If you're doing a few $1 million a year in revenue and want to stop guessing at your numbers and start building real wealth, head over to bluecollaradvisors.com. That's thebluecollaradvisors.com and schedule a discovery call with Paul and his team. Blue Collar Business Advisors, helping blue-collar business owners build financially healthy companies and achieve permanent profitability. This episode is brought to you by Corberry Digital. If you own an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, or home service business and you're tired of wondering where your next lead is coming from, you need to check out Corberry Digital. Corberry specializes exclusively in helping home service companies dominate their local markets through SEO, Google Ads, local service ads, websites, content marketing, and lead generation systems that actually produce a measurable ROI. Their team doesn't just focus on clicks and impressions. They help contractors lower customer acquisition costs, increase qualified leads, and build a marketing engine that scales. What I like about Corberry is they understand the blue collar space. They aren't trying to be everything to everyone. Their entire focus is helping trades businesses win in their backyard and generate more profitable jobs. If you're looking to grow your business, improve your online visibility, and build a marketing system that works, visit Corberry.com and schedule a strategy session with their team. That's Corberry.com. Tell them you heard about them on the podcast. Sabrina, what are some challenges your business is facing right now? Or what are some things you're trying to overcome?
The free estimates, the free design guys, these guys out there. I mean, and I worked for a company where we did that. And you know how many times, I mean, luckily they did pay me a salary. I was their only salesperson. They were very, they took care of me, and the fact that they paid for my gas, they paid for a vehicle, they gave me a phone, they paid a salary for me because they valued me. A lot of these other people are on straight up commission. So they're like selling these pools like a crazy, and I mean, these are people, yes. I mean, you can throw a pool on a program and make the yard look great and sell it and tell people what they want to hear. And you're a salesperson. Like, I'm a designer first. And I did that for 15 years. I wasn't hard selling people like that. And I did lose a lot of clients because I'm honest. And I'm like, okay, that guy told you that, and you're going to learn the hard way that that's really not going to happen. In 2 months, when that pool's done, or 3 months, come and tell me if that's really what you got in the end, because it's not, in the fine print. So I just feel that that's a big challenge, but is it a challenge for me? Because I'm not trying to have 1 million pools built. I'd rather build a few great yards in a year and have happy clients and go to their kids' birthdays in 3 years than have 10 pools built and lawsuits, and people angry with me. Vegas is a small town. Like, I know people all over this town. I've lived here most of my life. And, I went to elementary school here. So, you know, I like
That's
this
great.
town.
We like that town. I want to come. Actually, you're gonna laugh at me, but No Doubt is playing at the Sphere, and I loved No
Oh
Doubt. I
my
used to.
God, yes. I saw Gwen Stefani, not with No Doubt, but I saw her a few years ago. I think it was at Caesars. What a concert she puts on.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy to think that when I was, I guess I must have been younger than that, but I started collecting vinyl recently, and
Oh,
that was one of the albums that I really wanted to get was Tragic Kingdom. There, the one with Just a Girl and Spiderwebs.
oh my God.
Still a great album. Yeah,
How awesome. Yeah, I
yeah.
just saw The Wizard of Oz there. That was pretty cool. That was my first time seeing the Sphere. It's
Sweet,
funny
sweet.
being a local here. I got to go down and play tourist when my sisters were in town, and I had my other sister and her husband out here too recently, but that's really the only time I get down there is with family in town.
Yeah.
People who live here really try to avoid the strip generally.
So, how do you see AI shaping and affecting the pool space and what you do?
Well, for me, I like doing the design. I mean, I don't know how it could help me design wise, maybe some cool ideas or what's new, just because I do use AI. We were talking about it a little earlier, just from all my years of design. I try to save my money arm, my drawing arm for drawing as much as possible. So long emails and stuff, I'll have AI help me write it out, things like that, research. But right now, a big thing is, maybe finding a way to consolidate pricing. There's so many aspects, and I don't want to just cookie cutter price everything's so custom and everything's so detailed. When I do a pool, it's like every linear foot to each light. If I'm putting in 5 lights in a pool, every foot of that electric run has to be accounted for. And, so it'd be nice to have AI help me put together quicker, easier ways for me to price things and get still really detailed results, things like that. I don't know. I don't know. Just maybe overall AI telling me, hey, what are some things to help me do my work easier. Right now, I do have an assistant that does my base drawings, which is when I go to the client's house. I'm still old school. I use a measuring tape. Like, I'm out there with my measuring tape, and then I take pictures of the yard, measure the house, the walls, and then I have my assistant just draw on the base plan, which is the house and the walls and the windows, all this stuff, and then I get to designing everything. So I don't know, helping with anything that just makes things go smoother and quicker.
Yeah, I love that. I think in the design space, right? It's gonna help make your job more efficient. Things like estimates,
Right,
creating the actual plans for something, but actually performing the work and dealing with clients. You can leverage AI for helping
right.
you deal with your clients, but people still want to deal with a
Have
human.
a
So, and I
person.
think what
Yeah.
you do is very high touch. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, people either, I mean, I have a lot of clients. They say I'm quirky, I'm a designer, people get the real thing with me. I'm very passionate about what I do. Like when I'm in someone's backyard, I'm looking out for them like they're my brother or sister, my family. I'm not going to let them put in an Italian cypress unless they force me. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
The landscape architects will know what I'm saying.
Well, what's next for your company? Where are you trying to get in 2, 3, 5 years?
What I would love is to have some more. Right now, I'm working with one of my great clients in Boulder City. I did her front yard, and now I'm hopefully going to do a big, nice custom pool for her. And I would love to get in with maybe another like-minded small home builder that would like to offer their clients some custom pools that aren't just cookie cutter, um, custom landscapes. I don't know. I know a lot of the builders deal with some of the bigger pool companies, but maybe some smaller builder or something where we could work something out. I know One of my homes I bought, I've bought 3 homes in my life. 2 of them were new builds, and the one I built in Southern Highlands years ago, they offered a pool in the backyard just as an upgrade. Like, you know how you upgrade your cabinets, you can pick from a template, and there's your pool. It'd be cool to have that for homeowners too, when they can roll it into their loan. Like, hey, only on the builder, and it's a little more custom than that. It's like
Yeah.
maybe up to this size or whatever, but we could still make it a little more personal.
Yeah. I love that. Well, Sabrina, is there anything we haven't talked about today that gets you fired up?
I don't know, not much.
Well, cool. If people want to learn more about what you do and who you are, where can they go?
They can find me on my website at sabrinalayne.com. They can find me on Instagram at Sabrina Lane Pools. And they can just find me in Las Vegas digging pools and doing backyards.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Don't go anywhere because I want to keep talking, but thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.